that the U.S.
Okay. Hi, my name is Samuel Izerza for the SE channel. I want to welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. What you have here is Mick Mulvaney, Chief of Staff of the White House. I really like this guy. This guy's smart, intelligent. He knows what he's talking about. Will defend the President of the United States and the Republic and so on. But it seems like CNN tried to corner him on a few questions on, what's happening with this USDA money that's going to San Salvador and Honduras, the $500 million to these nations. And basically, Mick Mulvaney actually schooled Jake Tapper and all its all these followers about how the border works and how and why people are coming with so many numbers. Imagine you paying a nation $500 million and they're still coming. Obviously, something is really not there, right? I mean, it just doesn't work. But he schooled him. He doesn't understand. And all these zombies that are watching are probably, oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. All this. Well, the Communist News Network, doesn't understand that it is an emergency. That was like 2-3 months ago we were saying this. I've been saying this for the past 2 years, even 3 years. I've been putting so many videos. I even have a channel on, it's called the Homeland Security, for the past 2 years, putting on many of the hearings. But anyways, let's just hear how Mick Mulvaney schooled Jake Tapper. I know Jake Tapper is a lot smarter than this, okay? He's a lot smarter than this. Obviously, he's reading the cue cards. He's obviously this is coming from way on top on, try to corner him. But I know he's a lot smarter than this. It's just, the people who are watching don't understand, and all they want to hear is Mueller and Trump and collusion and, why we lost the elections to the Russians, So, okay, let's just hear, okay?
On the border where there's no wall, we will absolutely do that.
Well, let me ask you, because the State Department told CNN yesterday that the U.S., the Trump administration, is going to cut off aid to the Northern Triangle countries, the Central American countries, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras. Your own border experts and your own administration say that investing in those countries is working. For instance, in El Salvador, USAID money has gone to El Salvador, the homicide rate has gone down, and migration from El Salvador has gone down as well. Isn't this also self-defeating? Taking away aid from those countries ultimately will make the migration crisis worse.
Look, there's a lot of good ways to help solve this problem. Congress could do it, but they're not going to. Mexico could help us do it. They need to do a little bit more. Honduras could do more. Nicaragua could do more. El Salvador could do more. And if we're going to give these countries hundreds of millions of dollars, we would like them to do more. That, Jake, I would respectfully submit to you, is not an unreasonable position. We could prevent a lot of what's happening on the southern border by preventing people from moving into Mexico in the first place.
Right, but that's what the USAID money does, is it makes those countries more stable. This is not according to me. This is according to experts in your own administration.
What?
Right, okay, career staffers, but let's talk about that for a second. If it's working so well, why are the people still coming? Why are these historic numbers? Again, 100,000 people will cross the border this month alone.
Kaboom.
That is a crisis. It's a humanitarian crisis. It's a security crisis. I think at least now people are starting to realize that we were not exaggerating a couple months ago when we had this nationwide debate about the wall. So I hear what you're saying, that people say it's working, but the proof is in the numbers. It's not working well enough to help us solve our border crisis, and that's what the president's focused on.
President Trump...
I just want... No response. Zero response, and he's 100% right. You can give Honduras, let's say, $1 billion, okay, to solve its problem and all that, and it will still be coming. Why? Because it's an open door policy, basically, and it's happening the same thing in Europe. It's going to happen here. I've been saying this. This is to break the United States. This is to break the republic, break the system, to have millions and millions to come in. I mean, they have nowhere to put them. I mean, it's becoming a humanitarian crisis now. They don't have a choice now, but to actually close the border. They just can't. It's the only way Mexico's going to get it. Honduras is going to get it. So even if you give them $10 billion a year to Mexico and Honduras and El Salvador and whoever, they're still going to come. Why? Because the second you set foot in the United States, they're going to release you and you're going to disappear. That's it. You're going to disappear. That's all. Anyways, good work, Mr. Mulvaney. Take care. God bless, and leave a message. Okay.